Asus' first Zenfone of the year, the Zenfone Max Plus, just debuted earlier today. And while it's not the company's newest flagship, it is their first contender in the 18:9 display market. They also did their best to create a lot of hype for the device, as we received countless of different teasers since the year begun. Does the device warrant all that hype, and can it live up to its Battery King title? Let's find out in our full review. The Zenfone Max Plus dons a new yet familiar design, largely due to its 18:9 display. Although, that different design language can only be seen and felt at the front, as the back of the device shares similar cues from the previous Zenphones. It has a metallic uni-body finish and gives off the aura of a premium device thanks to its relatively sturdy build. However, it is quite slippery due to its smooth finish, and the back is a fingerprint magnet. Thankfully, Asus included a silicone case in the package to address that pesky problem. Nevertheless, it's still easy to grip, is relatively thin and lightweight, and feels good in the hands. The overall design does not bring anything new to the table, but it is simple, clean, and almost elegant. Asus was a little late in joining the 18:9 party, but they did make a good entrance as the Zenfone Max Plus 5.7-inch FHD Plus IPS display checks the right boxes. It has vibrant colors, excellent viewing angles, and good color reproduction and accuracy. Not to mention, the screen is able to push out more pixels due to its smaller size and higher resolution. The company made the right move equipping the device with a full HD screen rather than an HD one. This allows users to have a more immersive and full viewing experience, which the phone rightfully delivers. As for audio, the speakers can pretty much cover the entirety of a small room at max volumes, although audio quality leaves something to be desired. Mids and highs are average at best, but lows are nowhere to be found. Asus did include their famed audio wizard to give users some audio customizations, although it only provides minimal gains when you're using the mono speaker. The software shines, however, when you start using earphones, as each customization can be felt more, allowing the creation of a truly immersive audio experience. The Zenfone Max Plus is equipped with an 8-megapixel f2.0 front camera and a dual 16-megapixel standard view plus 8-megapixel wide view rear. It has all the features we are familiar with today: Beauty, Pro, Super Resolution, GIF animation, panorama, time-lapse, portrait, and a set of 9 filters. It also has the Asus Selfie Master app, which includes Beauty Live, Collage, Slideshow, and a shortcut to video recording. Images produced by the rear cameras are quite good, especially in brightly lit conditions. They have good sharpness, color reproduction, and clarity, although they do lose vibrancy once you shift to dimmer and warmer light sources. Macro shots are good with enough background blur to allow for creative shooting, and the wide-angle lens does its job as intended. Low light performance though is only decent at best, as background noise and grain becomes noticeable. The front camera is actually quite the performer too. Selfies taken in brightly lit environments have great quality, sharpness, color reproduction, and accuracy. Not to mention, you have at your disposal the Selfie Master app, and different beauty customizations that aren't overly face erasing. Then again, maxing everything out does make you look like a Barbie doll. Low light performance, on the other hand, isn't the best, as images now have evident noise and grain. As for video quality, it maxes out at 1080 pixel, 30 fps in MP4 format. Quality is average with stable autofocus and decent audio. Watch a sample video below. The Zenfone Max Plus uses Zen UI 4.0 on top of Android 7.0 Nougat. The only pre-installed apps present, apart from a few homebrew apps and a default Google apps for Facebook, Instagram, and Messenger. This leaves users with 22.65 gigabytes worth of storage out of the initial 32 gigabyte. It has a few distinct features like one-hand operation, multi-window, the aforementioned audio wizard, and a few more under the Asus customized settings menu. The UI is actually really clean and has its own app drawer, which users can easily access by swiping upward. The Notifications tab, accessed by swiping downward, offers a wide variety of shortcut toggles. Not to mention, it also features reverse charging, making it a phone and a power bank in one. Other than that, the device is also equipped with facial recognition. It became more of an annoyance than a feature though, as setup was tricky, and when you finally do get to register your face right, recognition fails 80% of the time. Asus did provide a day one patch to address this issue, but the feature still isn't 100% functional. Another caveat is that after the update, the UI became choppy, as even basic scrolling on the home screen feels sluggish and delayed. The slowdown was even more evident once you start opening and switching between apps. Then again, this can be addressed by another update. Under the hood of the Zenfone Max Plus is a MediaTek MT6750T octa-core processor, Mali T860 GPU, and 4GB of RAM. Mundane tasks such as texting, home screen navigation, and browsing is a breeze, and even multitasking is possible thanks to the hefty 4GB RAM. Heavier workloads though, such as gaming and other graphical activities, will take a performance hit, but that's not to say that the device isn't capable of doing such tasks. Just don't expect it to be able to play every game you throw at it, and be sure to take breaks between heavy sessions, as the device heats up quite a bit during heavy sessions. The device covers connectivity quite well, as it's equipped with Wi-Fi, LTE, Bluetooth, and USB OTG. Call quality and signal reception are good, and GPS is quite accurate. It's also worth noting that the smartphone comes with a dedicated microSD card slot, allowing users to take advantage of having 2 SIMs without sacrificing storage expansion. We also appreciate that Asus included a USB OTG cable right out of the box. Asus is touting the device as a battery king, and as such equipped it with a very respectable 4130 mAh battery. On paper, that kind of capacity should provide ample screen time and device operation of at least a day or two. Sadly, the Zenfone Max Plus falls short of that expectation by a large margin. During our standard 1080 pixel video loop test, the phone only lasted a mere average of about 11 to 11.5 hours. Even PC Mark rates it at such low numbers. We even conducted these tests multiple times to make sure we were seeing the right results. As mentioned earlier, the phone received a day 1 update to supposedly improve battery life, but it did little to actually bump it up. At least charging wasn't that bad considering the large battery, as it took about 2 hours and 3 minutes for it to go from 0 to 100%. The Zenfone Max Plus is certainly a strong contender despite its late arrival to the 18:9 train. Although that late arrival also brings with it missed opportunities and a few hiccups. The device offers decent performance along a thin, light, and sturdy frame. It is however riddled with a few annoying problems, such as an unoptimized facial recognition software, a fingerprint magnet, back panel, and a failure to deliver its title as the battery king, even with a supposed software fix. Even so, if you could get past those problems, or if Asus fixes a few of them, then you are left with a decent performing device with good viewing experience, excellent audio customizability, and nice features at an affordable price tag of 11,995 pesos. Right, and that's about it for a review of the Zenfone Max Plus. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. Again, this is Kim, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!